on stage and talk about all the partners, and then seeing Extentia's name up there, as a PDO partner, that was like, oh my God, look, we are there.
Mark Benioff, when he was giving his keynote.
6 feet man walking right across me, and that was none other than Mark Benioff.
In a keynote session of Mark Benioff, that was an awesome moment.
Definitely when I met Mark Benioff. I didn't meet him, but I saw him, and the fact that he was just walking the floors with the rest of us, it was just outstanding. Yeah.
One is you're watching Mark Benioff live in his keynote that everybody looks forward to it. And the other one was watching Satya also giving a keynote, the Microsoft CEO.
So my very first Dreamforce, the Red Hot Chili Peppers played. And I've always been a big fan of them.
And I think my favorite one was Bruno Mars.
I was interacting with the Salesforce Mascots. And they captured me on a picture, which I think was, published throughout Salesforce.
There was this place serving free wine.
I'll have to go out with Happy. Happy is small and petite.
That's an interesting question. I've never thought about dating any of them.
Okay.
Binu, tell me which is your favorite?
Astro.
Cody, what do you expect as a developer?
So there's got to be one that's got more curves than I can count, and just has that long flowing hair.
Well, Appy, she is fun, she is adventurous. I've always seen her go on trails, and I like to go on trails, so.
It has to be Ruth, because I personally love elephants because they're intelligent animals, and I consider myself also one.
Einstein, he looks so cute. So
Astro.
Einstein. Definitely Einstein. I want to get inside his head.
It could be a girl date. I would go out with Appy.
Umid?
Yes, Amit Bhadekar. He was interesting. Yeah.
Komal. Oh, one more. Vani, the very first Dreamforce.
I traveled with Binu, and it's been big fun actually.
Any extension, every extension.
Traveled with Chetan. He was quite fun.
Jim, of course.
I've actually only traveled with Binu. I mean, we went on this bike ride. Of course, Jim is the quirkiest guy to be at Dreamforce with.
Jim.
I mean, I've just attended once. So it was with Chetan.
I would say Komal, because she's always very, very upbeat.
I would be speechless.
Well, Hawaii is one of Justin's favorite places to visit. So I would ask him for, a small holiday to his island in Hawaii.
Selfie, please.
I need fewer people here. It's way too many people.
Give me a job that edited from the video.
I'll be so awestruck that possibly I won't say anything.
Thank you for having us be part of the Ohana.
If it was 2015, I would have asked him if he was running for the office in 2020, because there was a rumor when I was there at Dreamforce.
Wow, you have created one unbelievable company.
Mark does a lot for the Ohana, and he did a lot to Salesforce Ohana, including during COVID times when we sent a plane, medical supplies and essentials to India when we were suffering. I think I would say thank you for that plane full of medical supplies and oxygenators and things like that he sent across.
I'd say hats off. I'm just so full of admiration for the kind of company he's built.
Nice shoes.
Nazneen and Komal. Actually, I shouldn't forget Komal, of course.
I'd say Komal.
Komal.
Komal?
Komal.
Komal?
Komal?
I think Komal, no doubt.
I imagine she takes as many selfies as much as she talks, but I don't know.
To me! Thank you, everyone. I humbly accept the honor.
I might be that person.
Me?
You're talking to Jim, sitting on a chair, and then you're sort of listening to a session going, and you suddenly look the side and you figure that you're talking to yourself because Jim's dozed off. And then you feel like, oh my God, was I so boring?
Jim Kinland. I've seen him.
Jim.
I would say Jim maybe, but to be fair, he really is the most energetic when he's standing up. So I would grant him the power nap. I'm like, go ahead, Jim, take the power nap. You need it.
I was astounded to see the city of San Francisco, especially the downtown, being converted into a Salesforce playground during Dreamforce.
I mean, it's just so incredible that we'll be having a conversation about something and I'll say, I heard him speak at Dreamforce, and everybody will go like, you heard this guy speak.
And so this one group came with these fluorescent orange inners and this white jacket, like scientists, in code science maybe. And they had this white wigs, all of them. They put up a show impromptu. So much of attention they were able to attract. And I think that was one like a crazy thing I witnessed there.
The slightly crazy thing is trying to get a restaurant booking in the evenings. If you want to catch up with friends, colleagues, partners, the restaurants are very picky about you showing up on time.
Mark Benioff keynotes at the Moscone Center West, if I'm not wrong, which is like a huge hall, right? And with thousands of people around. Mark Benioff was there, the CEO of Coca-Cola Germany was there, Parker Harris was there. So what they actually did was they, built ordering app using Lightning components. They went through that entire journey, and when they actually hit order, a drone came in with 4 Coke cans and it placed itself on that center stage. Each one of them picked a Coke can out of that drone and they had a sip out of that.
My Fitbit clocks maybe 2,500 steps a day. At Salesforce, it went berserk. I looked at it and it said 27,000. I never knew until then that it could even write that many digits,
So on the last day of Dreamforce 2019, I was alone at Dreamforce because everyone had gone home and I had a few extra hours. And I said, let me go in and see what this is all about, because you're always seeing these monks walking around the Dreamforce village. So I went there and it was interesting because we were sitting on chairs and we were trying to meditate. And honestly, that was the time that I almost fell asleep, because it was surreal being there. You're in the middle of this tech conference and there's suddenly meditation and peace and quiet. And
since there was shortage of hotel rooms and places to stay, so Mark Benioff got like a cruise liner in the Bay Area, and so it was called Dreamboat, and people could stay on it. So that was one of the craziest thing that I've seen at Dreamforce.
I was actually able to get in without having to push people around. That happened once.
Neither. I go to Dreamforce for the company and the chance to meet all our partners, colleagues, customers, and of course Salesforce members as well.
It is to ride in the US, my motorcycle. Yeah.
For fun.
For the parties that happen at night, right?
First is the demos, and then when there is brain drain and I feel hungry, is the food.
Definitely for the food.
Foods, of course. Extension, what do you expect?
I go for the food with the customers. Come on.
Food after the demos.
Oh, I'd have to say the food. And the food is actually quite good.
Or the alcohol.